Yo, what's good, my wolf pack? Alpha the pack right here. And it's been a minute, man. For real, it's been a minute since I did a video. And so, today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about something that I have been seeing a lot of YouTube content creators talk about. And that people subscribing for content over their individual personality. All right. And now this is something that struck me as weird because I thought everyone understood this, but on YouTube, if you upload a certain thing, whether it's regarding a certain issue, video game, anime, movie, whatever, if you upload a video or multiple videos regarding a certain thing, then you're gonna attract people who like the thing in which you're speaking on. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna attract that audience, especially if you drop multiple videos on it. Now, what made me want to do this video was because what made me want to do this video was there have been a lot of YouTubers that I'm subscribed to personally. There have been a lot of YouTubers coming out on YouTube, making videos ranting about how they try to branch out with their channel, how they try to make videos about other things, and nobody watches their videos. There have been a lot of YouTubers come out ranting, talking about how they try to expand their channel, try to make videos on different topics, and do vlogs and all this, and how nobody watching them, and how they want to watch the same thing over and over again. And to me, it's like, bruh, you built your channel on that. You built your channel on anime. You built your channel on a certain video game. You built your channel on a specific issue that you repeatedly talked about. That's what you built your channel on. You brought that specific audience to your channel. So I don't necessarily see how you're mad about that when that's literally the foundation in which you built your channel on. Like, if you constantly talk about video games or a specific video game, anime, real world issue or whatever, if you talk about a certain thing and then repeatedly do so, that's the audience you're going to attract. They're not going to want to see anything else. Now, yes, I understand that sounds messed up, but that's the fan base you built. And they'd be like, oh, they don't care about me, they only care about my content, bro. Part of me wants to say, if they didn't like how you carried yourself, they wouldn't have subscribed to your channel. But part of me want to say that, but another part of me kind of understands, because it's like, if you really like this person, you would check out the other stuff they would do. But I can't necessarily say that either, because if I see like one thing I like from a certain YouTube, I'll subscribe, and I'll only watch their videos unless they make a video on that same thing which I watched previously. You know what I'm saying? Like a certain anime, like Dragon Ball or Fairy Tail or My Hero. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just I don't know. It just depends on what you build your channel on. If you start out doing multiple things, then cool. But if you just do the same thing over and over again for months and years at a time, then that's the audience you got. And I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with your personality, because if your personality was trash, you wouldn't have thousands of subscribers, or hundreds of thousands of subscribers or a million subscribers. If your personality was trash, you probably wouldn't have blown up as much as you did. You know what I'm saying? So obviously niggas do like you for your personality. They just don't necessarily like certain topics or issues or whatever that you're talking about. And I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with that. However, if you're trying to make a career out of YouTube, trying to turn it into a job or whatever, then that may be an issue. But I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that niggas don't care about you in general. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of YouTubers come out talking about this. Oh, that my subscribers don't care about me and all this. I'm like, bro. First of all, you need to come in. You need to calm down. You laying on a little bit too thick. You playing. You add a little bit too much pressure on your audience, bro. It's like I don't get it, man. I thought it was a basic understanding. It's like me, bro. When I first started doing YouTube, all I talked about was wrestling. Wrestling. All the day, every day. I wanted to be a giant wrestling YouTuber. I wanted people to come to me for information. I wanted to be a big wrestling channel, bro. I was even, recording videos off the television, getting multiple copyright strikes. I wanted people to come to my channel, bro. I was desperate for that attention. But when my channel started blowing up, my interest, and you say, oh, you only got like 2K. I don't even know how I got 2K subscribers, but when my channel started blowing up and I started getting a little bit of attention, I was like, that's when my interest in wrestling started to dip, and I wasn't doing wrestling videos that much. And now if I don't know if I ever talked about this, but I'm not really interested in wrestling like that. I was a huge wrestling fan growing up, but now as of late, I couldn't really care less about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it doesn't interest me anymore. I'm way more into anime now. You know what I'm saying? But, when my channel started blowing up, I gained a little bit of that wrestling audience. People were like, oh, when you gonna upload a wrestling video? I'm like, I'm not really feeling TNA or WWE anymore. I'm not feeling WWE or TNA anymore right now, man. I want to do my own thing, and people got mad at me for doing that. But it was whatever. It's my channel. I'm gonna do what I want with it. You know what I'm saying? And there were a few times where I tried to get back in the wrestling thing. I started doing videos on it. Um, I started doing videos on it, which videos I didn't exactly enjoy doing so I don't really know why I did it, but I try to get back on the wrestling thing. Try to gain some significance to my channel. That didn't work, so I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna do this whole wrestling thing no more. I'm just gonna do what I want to talk about, things that I think's interesting, things I want to share. You know what I'm saying? Things I want to talk about. But is this? I don't know. It all depends on how you start out your channel, man. It all depends on what you do with your channel. You can't necessarily get angry with the audience that you have if you built it around that audience. And I've seen so many YouTubers get mad at the subscribers and saying you guys don't care about me and all this. I don't necessarily believe that to be the case. I mean, they subscribe to you because you had similar interests to them, and they want to see you to continue to talk about it. I mean, it sucks if you have a large amount of subscribers and almost over half of them doesn't check out other things you're doing, but it's also somewhat understandable. You know what I'm saying? And if you're trying to make a job, bro, do you know how insanely hard? I think most of the people out here that's complaining, they're trying to make a job out of YouTube, but that's not only a small percentage of niggas on here has become successful in doing that. Like everybody else need a real job, you know what I'm saying? YouTube isn't technically a real job, my nigga. If it was, I would have been got my channel monetized, you know what I'm saying? YouTube isn't exactly a real job, but I think most of the dudes out here complaining, they're trying to make a job out of YouTube, but it's like I don't know, man. It just I don't know. I don't understand. But it's basically how you carry your channel, my G. Like, yes, and niggas subscribe for what they want to see, but also you got a little bit of people checking you out, checking out your videos and whatever you post, my G. So you should be glad that at least somebody's watching the various other content that you're posting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get mad at niggas only want to see the content in which you initially started your channel on. Just like, come on now. It's like I understand, but I don't understand. I'm with you, but I'm not with you. You gotta try to see it from both sides, bro. You got to. You can't just attack people because they don't like and whatever the content that you're posting. Come on, son. It's not all that easy to blow up on YouTube. I know. I tried. And when it started happening just a little bit, that's when my interest started fading. You know, I realized that I didn't want to be a big YouTuber. That may not be the case with all these other niggas that want to blow up, but for me personally, I was like, it's a little bit too much. You know, trying to get a video every day, talking about the same thing all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. You know what I'm saying? And when I started the channel, I was like a kid, bro. I was like 13 or 14, you know, just talking about wrestling all the time. And that was arguably when my peak in wrestling was at its highest. But I don't know, man. You gotta try to look at it at all sides, bro. You know, you gotta try to understand all angles. But yeah, man. That's all I gotta say. Uh, Peace out, my wolf pack. Your alpha has spoken. All I can say is keep on going, man. Keep on do what you love with your channel. Whether a lot of niggas are viewing your videos a lot, it's your channel. Expand if you want. Don't trap yourself in a box. Cause if you trap yourself in a box, you're not gonna be happy. And unfortunately, I've seen people leave YouTube who weren't because they weren't happy with their channel because they trapped themselves in a box. Don't trap yourself in a box, bro. If you know you're not gonna want to do the same thing over and over again, expand, bro. Don't trap yourself in a box. Otherwise, you're just gonna end up being unhappy. That's it.